Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Create with Kagose. In today's video we'll be creating beanies, and it's going to be inspired by one of my childhood movies, Harry Potter. So yeah, it's going to be a cat ear beanie. So what we'll be using is we'll be using two yarns, the green and the gray yarn, 4.5mm hook and a yarn needle. So for the beanie we'll be doing 18 rows because we're including the rim, and then we'll also be interchanging, and we'll be using double crochet. What else have I forgotten? Yeah, that's all that is coming to my head. Oh, and also the head circumference.
I wanted to show you something quick before beginning the video. So I did some other house colors off camera. So we have the Hogwarts color. This one I used a 5.5mm hook, and this one I used a 4.5mm hook. So it depends on the type of hook you would like to use. For me, after doing these two, I prefer using the 4.5 rather than the 5.5mm hook. And yeah, so I'll repeat this with the 4.5mm hook. So this will be working also on the wrong side of the beanie. So this is the wrong side, as you can see. Also, while we're changing the yarn, this is how it looks like from the wrong side. And on the right side, sorry about this, on the right side, this is how it looks like. You can see it just flowing nicely. So yeah, we'll be working on the wrong side, 19 rows. So we're going to begin by placing your slip knot and your hook. And for my head circumference, I'm going to chain 78 chains. That's for my head. I don't know how many centimeters that is. Maybe I'll put a caption there, but I'll be doing 78 chains, and then we'll see where we go from there. So for now, 78 chains for your head circumference. So don't forget to measure your head circumference and then chain the number of chains that is similar to that head circumference of yours. Okay, so I've done 78 chains. I know I said you should work on the wrong side or right side, but I also just want to clarify, work in the comfortable side you are willing to work on. So yeah, after doing the chains, so we're going to close it all together and then chain 2. Close it with a slip stitch and then chain 2. After that, in every stitch we're going to place 1 double crochet in each stitch until all around until we reach the chain 2. And also the chain 2 doesn't count as the first stitch. The first double crochet we're going to place is the first stitch we're going to work on, so the chain 2 does not count
as a first stitch or anything. So after that, we're going to be put a double crochet here all round. So I'll meet you at the end of the round, of the first round. Okay, so at the end of our first row, and when closing the first row, as I mentioned earlier, the chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch, so we'll be going into the first double crochet we made, leaving the chain 2 alone, as you can see here. And then we're not going to close with the same yarn because we are interchanging. We're going to introduce our second yarn to do the double crochet in each stitch. So with our gray yarn, we're going to pull through the first double crochet and also the last double crochet with a slip stitch, and then we're going to chain 2. After chaining 2, we're going to cut the green yarn because we don't want to aimlessly waste the yarn by putting it through, and to make it less heavier for the beanie. So after chaining 2, we're just going to close the 2 yarns by in the stitch here, and then continue doing double crochet in each stitch. So where we've placed our chain 2 in the first double crochet, we'll place another double crochet in the same first double crochet there. That if it's confusing, you can put a pin here in the two chains we placed so that you cannot get confused. So we'll just be placing 1 double crochet in each stitch all round, and then at the end we are going to interchange with the green yarn again. So we're just going to repeat the same process. So yeah. So at the end of row 2, and we're going to put the slip stitch in the first double crochet and not the chain 2. So this is for the first double crochet. We're going to pull through, interchange our yarn to the back to the green one, and create a slip stitch. After creating a slip stitch, we're going to chain 2, cut the gray yarn, and then place again a double crochet in the same stitch we place the chain to. So in the third row we're also just going to do the same, place one double crochet in each stitch, and then when we reach the end of the third round we're going to interchange with from the green to the gray one. So yeah, there is no increase in this type of beanie, so that's also a good way if you are a beginner and you want to make yourself a beanie. So I'll continue interchanging the green and the gray, so I'll meet you at the end of the third row. Yeah. So we're at the end of our third row. Again, after the last stitch we're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet we did at the start of the third row and interchange our yarn from the green to the gray. Slip stitch, and then chain 2. Yeah, so this is how we're going to make our beanie, by interchanging both colors, no increase, and the total of number of rows we're going to do is 18 rows, 19 if it's to your desire. So yeah, the 18 rows it includes the ring. So I'll do the rest of the rows off camera, and then I'll meet you after I'm done with the 18 rows. So yeah, just continue doing that, and then I'll meet you after I've done the 18 rows. So at the end of row 18 we're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet we made, slip stitch, and then chain 1, and then take a good amount of yarn to close off the ends of row 18. So this is the final product. So we're going to weave off to get our cut ear bean. So when weaving off the ends, we're going to align the front side and the back side together, and then with your yarn needle we're going to go through the first stitch twice, and then you go a second time. So I'm going to repeat that with these two that are aligned, the front area and the back area. So we're going to go through it once, and twice again. So in each stitch we're going to do twice, twice, twice. So I'm just going to do that until we reach the end of the other side. So this is the end product. So I'm going to wash them and then show you how the beanie looks like together with the rim after folding it this way. So yeah, let me wash with the others and then show you the final product. But this is how it should look like, 18 rows with no increase. So this is how the beanie looks after being washed and trimmed the hairs that are flyaways. The ear bead, the cut ear beanie will just form itself after weaving off the ends. So yeah, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.